Good afternoon. I'm up at Healesville, Yarra Ranges, a place called Donelleys Weir. I'm going for a walk outside the Maroondah Dam. Should be good this time of year because the trees will be changing colour out the dam. I've parked just past the ford because the gate here closes at 5 and it's about 3 now, so I'll probably be back by 5, but rather than get locked in, I've parked just outside the gate. So yeah, it's about a 7 point something K walk. There's a little bit of climbing over a hill on the way back, but it's nothing too drastic. I've done this walk 2 or 3 times before. There's a nice water race I'll head out and back on, and then there's a bit of a loop around the kind of Maroondah Dam area. Alright, I'll spin the camera around and show you what I'm looking at. So the walk starts off pretty easy and finishes the same way as I follow this water race along. I'm not sure where this water's going. I know it's coming out of Maroondah Dam. Maybe Sugarloaf or Siseman Reservoir, but I'll be guessing that. Some cleared land over to my right. So I'm pretty close to the suburbs of Healesville. So as usual, it's fairly late in the day. Well, as usual for me, I always seem to be early or late, but anyway, that's good. By the time I get back, the light will be pretty good, I reckon. And the light's not particularly bad now. So I've reached the end of the water race. So that's the Maroondah track. Mount St Leonard Condom walking track down there. I've kind of veered to the right, heading towards Maroondah Reservoir up this 4-wheel drive track. So it's a bit of a climb now. It's not too bad, but it's definitely a climb. So that mountain in the distance, with the fire tower, with the tower on it, you can't really tell. That's Mount St Leonard. I think that one there in the middle distance is Mount Maroondah. Possibly. So I'm going to come back via that track, Hendersons Hill. I'm going down this way. I can hear a truck or a bulldozer somewhere, so I hope they're not doing any logging or anything. Anyway, we'll work it out when we get there. There's been no signs or anything saying the tracks are closed. So we'll go and have a look at this lookout. I think last time I was up here, it was fairly underwhelming. I think it was all overgrown or something. But it's only 100 metres, so it's not going to kill me. Not too sure how full Maroondah Dam will be at the moment. It's a particularly dry time. Yeah, it's pretty low, isn't it? So that's Maroondah Reservoir in the Yarra Ranges. Gee, it's still very, very still. So I'm across the dam wall pretty much. I'm going to drop down to that picnic area next and then climb up into some native bush once I go through the picnic area and start heading back. It's about 4 o'clock, I guess. So let's get down to this picnic area. So this is why these poplar trees are what make this place a good spot to visit in autumn, I think, because the leaves change colour. So as you've heard, there's a bit of construction going on around here. It's not normally so many trucks around, obviously. I'm not sure what they're doing. Anyway, I'm heading back by the forest track. Hendersons Hill. I think Henderson Hill. Now, so there's plenty of picnic tables around this place. There's some barbecues, there's toilets. It's pretty well set up for a picnic and a walk, that's for sure. So this is, you reach this part of the park by just driving through the Maroondah Highway towards the Black Spur out of Healesville. It's about 2 k's out of town, it's not very far. So I'm down in the mountain ash now. These trees would have to be one of my favourites, I reckon. So this is the Watts River downstream of the dam. It's just a trickle. Excuse me. In winter, it's actually pretty impressive upstream of the dam when the snows melt and the rains come. Alright, let's get up Hendersons Hill. So I'm still climbing up Hendersons Hill. Haven't got much further to go now. So this Henderson Hill kind of forest loop is the most kind of native, natural bush, kind of bushwalking type section of the trail. I'm going to switch back away from walking directly into the sun in a minute. Healesville's kind of back around to the left down there. So that's Healesville down there, I think. See the roofs. Okay, this is the high point of the walk. This is Hendersons Hill. I don't know if it's Hendersons or Henderson. Anyway, you get the gist. They've thoughtfully provided a seat for people like me up here. There's no real long range views up here. I mean, there's glimpses through the trees, but that's about it. Okay, so what the go is now, I'm just dropping back down to that four-wheel drive track that I followed earlier on, and that'll complete the circuit bit of the walk. Then I'll follow that back down to the water race, and then along the water race and back to the ute. Probably got a couple of k's to go, and I'll be back. Okay, that's the end of the loop. I saw a sambar deer before, just after I put the camera away. So this is the four-wheel drive kind of management road that I followed out to the reservoir. I'm swinging back down to Donelleys Weir. So I'm back on the, just about back at the water race. I think this spot here where you meet the water race where it emerges from the tunnel was an old mill back in the day. I've just kind of got that idea in the back of my head, but yeah, maybe I'm wrong. I've always thought it'd be good to drop a lilo into there. But they're onto me. Okay, pretty well back at the ute. This walk came at about 6.5 k's and about 250 metres climbing. So it's not particularly hard, and you could probably break it at the dam and have a picnic or something if you're that way inclined. The walk, it's been written up by the Chapmans, I think in their Day Walk Melbourne book, I think it is, and maybe Glenn Tempest might have written a similar version up at some stage of time. I've got it, I found it on AllTrails. Keep in mind, this is probably about half a k shorter than all the other versions, because I didn't go up to the Donelleys Weir picnic area to start, because I was worried, I'm just walking through a gate here, I was worried the gate was going to be closed when I got back, but as it turns out, I'm about half an hour before the gate will close. So, I don't know if you see that gate behind me there, and behind the gate there's a ford. So I crossed the ford and parked just kind of this side of the creek crossing, so I didn't have to get wet feet. But there is car parks on the other side of the ford if you don't want to drive through the water. It's not very deep, it's probably about a foot deep. It gets a bit deeper in winter though. Alright, yeah, pretty well. This is a good one, suited to anyone. If you don't have a picnic and you want to feed, there's the Beach Birth Bakery in Healesville, which is really nice, and plenty of other options for a feed down there. Alright, I'm heading home. I'll catch you on the next one.